name's Matt Breen. I cover the Phillies for the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Philadelphia Daily News, and Philly.com. Phillies, one of the 3 Phillies beat writers at the company. We're at every single home game, and then we travel to every road game. As a kid, my mom would always we'd go after school, we'd go to Wawa or 7-Eleven and pick up the newspaper. If it was the Inquirer, the Daily News, New York Post, New York Daily News, USA Today, Baseball Weekly. It was like, there was like 6 newspapers that I was getting, throughout the week, gathering them and reading, the sports section and just digging through and reading the headlines and looking at the pictures and the box scores, and I couldn't get enough of that. And definitely my dad gave me my love of sports and my love for baseball and all 4 sports, really. My favorite team growing up was the Phillies, but I was growing up as what they call a 4-for-4 guy, and I loved all 4 Philadelphia sports teams. Couldn't get enough of sports, but I wasn't, and I loved playing sports, but I wasn't really too good at playing sports. So I think it came to a point where I wanted to work in sports and be a part of that sports team, but I knew I couldn't play for the Phillies or be the point guard for the Sixers. So I saw that this. My love of writing in newspapers and reading about sports could be a career. I started working for the Inquirer my freshman year at Temple. I got a job, an entry-level job at the Inquirer, working in their high school sports department. I got off the subway, had never been to Berlin Spring Garden before in my life. I look up and at the end of the block on Berlin Kell Hill, the Inquirer building is majestic, beautiful white top building with a clock. It looks almost like City Hall, and it was just. And it's just like I had seen that in pictures, and now I'm like, wow, I'm walking in there to work. And it was just to be like a fan of growing up in Philadelphia and loving the newspapers and loving everything that came out of them. I was like, wow, I'm walking in there. That is really cool. And I always think back to that. I'll never have that feeling again. So this will be my 5th. 2019 will be my 5th Phillies season, and my first 3 seasons were bad seasons where the Phillies lost nearly 100 games every year. How do you keep it interesting? And it was a challenge, I'm sure, but I'm getting paid to do it, and this is my job. 4 o'clock, you're talking to Gabe Kapler, the manager, and you're asking questions for him. You're writing your pregame stories by around 7 o'clock. That's done. Game starts at 7:05. There's your focus for roughly 3 hours on the game. As soon as that game's done, I need to have a story in about 500 words. 11 o'clock is, ideally is when I'm driving home, and, it all starts the next day. Think back to grade school, high school. If you asked me what I wanted to do, it's like a pro wrestler, firefighter, or cover the Phillies. So, pro wrestler didn't work out. Firefighter would be nice, but I chose to stay in school and get a journalism degree and got lucky and got where I am now.